In this video, I'll be continuing with the segment I've been doing on where the Avengers are currently at in the MCU. Today's video will be about Iron Man, but before we get started, please be sure to subscribe to my channel to stay up to date on Avengers Infinity War. So we last left off with Tony Stark in Captain America Civil War and Spider-Man Homecoming. Both are very important events for the MCU's Tony Stark and Iron Man because of the mentality that he is facing right now. The biggest thing that happened in Civil War is obviously the division between the Avengers and, more importantly, the division between Iron Man and Captain America. Tony relied on Captain, and you can tell he was seriously hurt by Captain America tearing the Avengers apart along with his friendship with Tony. But at the end of the movie, Tony receives a heartwarming letter from Captain, and we can tell that eventually everything is going to be okay because Captain and Tony are pals and always will be. Then we have Spider-Man Homecoming. The biggest thing that happens here is Tony becomes a father figure to Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man. Another huge thing is that he gets engaged at the end of the movie to Pepper Potts. These are impacting because with Tony getting engaged and him getting a feel of what it's like to be a father, it's making him want to settle down and give up the life of fighting supervillains. So it's most likely that the Avengers Infinity War Part 1 and 2 movies will be the last we see in the MCU of this particular Iron Man. Whether that is due to him sacrificing himself for someone in the movie and dying, or is due to him calling it quits and stepping down to start a family. Unfortunately, these are only things we can find out by waiting for the movie to come out, and it's probable that some Avengers will die in Infinity War Part 1, so maybe we'll find out at the end of April. The biggest thing that everyone is talking about right now is Tony Stark's new bleeding edge armor. So, first off, wings. The armor has wings and arm blasters on it, which allows Iron Man to propel himself into deep space. Most likely to get himself to Titan, which is the home planet to Thanos and is where we see him getting knocked out by Thanos in the Infinity War trailer. Secondly, this is a nanotech suit, which means it's made out of millions of nano machines that can shape into armor, street clothes, and even armor that isn't attached to Tony Stark's body, allowing it to operate separately. Basically, it can shape into whatever Tony wants it to shape into. The armor is powered by the RT node, or what is commonly known as Tony's arc reactor. Tony's new suit actually isn't mechanical and doesn't have any motors in it. Instead, the nanomachines create a second layer of essentially artificial muscle of Stark's body in which additional structures assemble, such as more armor or weapons. The armor is also self-healing. The nanomachines replace and heal anything that is lost or used. It's almost invulnerable due to this ability. This is the same type of technology that Black Panther has and how his suit is in his necklace, allowing it to be a suit or be regular clothes and also being able to regenerate. Another cool thing that we've seen in some concept art is that one of Tony's weapons appears to be an energy dagger, which Black Panther uses as well in the comics. The suit can create endless amounts of weapons, any weapon that Tony imagines basically due to the nanotechnology. This is going to be really cool to see on screen because Thanos is pretty much the Avengers' greatest enemy, so they're literally going to have to pull out the big guns to defeat him. Another awesome thing about the armor is it fuses with Earl at one point. In the comics, Odin lets Tony Stark have access to the forges of Nidavellir, and he creates a bunch of Earl weapons. For those of you who aren't familiar with Earl, it's what Thor's hammer Mjolnir is made out of, and the dwarves of Nidavellir are who made Mjolnir. Stark actually infuses Earl into his bleeding edge armor in the comics, turning it into the Iron Destroyer. This means the suit can fuse with elements. I wonder what elements might be good to fuse with for Infinity War. I'm guessing that there will definitely be some vibranium in the suit, especially if Tony gets the nanotechnology from Shuri, which we've seen clips of Shuri speaking to Banner, who we know is besties with Tony. Also, what if Tony could infuse his suit with an Infinity Stone? This logic actually makes sense if you think about it. None of the Avengers are strong enough to face Thanos alone, or even all together as they are. But give one or some of them the power of an Infinity Stone, and they just may stand a chance. I'm curious to learn more about which direction they go with his suit in the movie. What direction do you think they'll go in Avengers Infinity War? Let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see in the movie, and be sure to drop a like, and again, please subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with Avengers Infinity War, Marvel, and all things superhero. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.